Hello, we meet again at Follow the Best channel. In this video just only educational purposes between Christians and Muslims. And this time Mr. Ahmad ExMuslim will give many Muslims educations the truth about Jesus Christ. Now, let's look at what Muslims said to AhmadExmuslim so we can learn the truth from them. So enjoy watching video. Please share, comment and subscribe this channel. God bless you.
True and all religions are false. And well, this one question came was, what if, well, there's two possibilities. There is a God or there's no God. Okay. What if there is a God? What if there is no God? And I believe on that. And what if the religious people were right and there turns out to be a God? Well, if there's no God, there's no issue, even if I'm religious or not. And if there is a God, then I'm cooked. Whichever religion it might be. So yeah, then
now you have another problem.
What's the problem?
What's the problem? Now we need to find the real God, my brother.
Yeah, definitely. So, well, logically, it made more sense to me to say, you know what, I'd rather be on the safe side rather than be on the false side. Or the risky side, I'd say.
So you now as a Muslim, okay, because you said that you looked into Christianity.
Yeah.
You spent a bit of time now. Verse in the Quran can you bring to us that has convinced you that Allah is the true living God?
Well, even if I don't have, okay, I won't say.
You gotta have something. You gotta have something.
Yeah.
You can't.
If you let me explain. Number one was that I looked into. I'm not saying Christianity only. All right, I'm saying Judaism, Sikhism, Islam, and Hinduism as well. I found something similar in all.
Very busy.
Sorry?
You've been very busy. You've been very busy.
Well, look, I've always watched videos and stuff and study on my own as well, you know, to see what's... you can't play with your salvation, you know. One day you are going to die, your eyes are going to close. That's not there's no question about it. So what's next? And that's a legit question that you have.
This is why we need to find the truth. Correct. We need to find the truth.
Yeah, definitely. So I looked at all the religions, and one thing I found very common is that all religions basically say there is one God. That might shock you, but even Hinduism says that. The Brahma is one supreme deity, the God, the creator, and then he like incarnates in different forms basically. At different times of different needs and stuff. And I was very shocked with that about Hinduism on my side. And then I was like, okay, and Sikhism is all similar to that, but they believe in, it's basically a mixture of Islam and Hinduism. And then there was obviously the Buddha side is just, they're agnostic about everything. There's no such thing as God, deity, or they like just agnostic about it. And then there was three basic religions left. The main ones, obviously, I was like, okay, the Abrahamic faiths. So among the Abrahamic faiths, what struck me was I as a Muslim, I say this about Jews. Like, Jews are really, really inspiring people that, in a way, that the belief that they held through all the shit that they've been through, whether it was under the pharaohs or under the Romans or whatever it was, under the Christians or whatever it was, they stuck to monotheism, basically, like one God. And I was like, wow, this is really inspiring about the Jews. Okay, now the Jews have like two different sects, where one are like just Jews by race, and but they're atheists, but they still somehow believe that they're the chosen people. And then there's the other Orthodox Jews.
Have you ever thought why the Jews have gone through so much?
Well, that's obviously, if I put it under the from an Islamic lens, if I see it, it's obviously because of their stubbornness or because of their own basically their own doing as well. Like they are really proud, and the proudness goes a bit too high from what's needed. But I like what I said about the Jews, and I really this thing that's inspiring about them. And then on the Hinduism side, Hinduism I wouldn't say really, because they're not much of a religion. It's basically they become more philosophical rather than a new guru pops up and then he introduces some new philosophies, and then you get their followers, and it's more like a philosophy religion. And then when Christianity, yeah, there's a couple of sects like which differ really massively just on the issue of Jesus alone, like the Unitarians, the Trinitarians, the Catholics. So just on the issue alone. So then that's the thing with Islam. Yeah, there's two major sects, but they differ on the issue.
You read the Bible?
Sorry?
Seems like you've looked into the actual religions, but you've never read any of the text.
No.
Have you read the Bible?
I do read the Bible time to time. I'm not saying I'm an expert on it, but obviously I do research this thing. But I wouldn't say I'm an expert on it. Yeah.
Out of all those religions that you mentioned, which one claims for their God to have visited us?
Well, Hinduism claims that, like I said, it's a religion that says incarnation, time to time God visits us, depending on the need of the time and the people. And then
claims. We can't go just by claims. Someone written.
Okay.
Proof.
Okay, so basically with the okay, let me just pull out my sources. So like Ganesh or Ram was needed. If you listen to the story of Ganesh's father was also incarnation of God, Brahma, the creator, and Vishnu visits earth, and Krishna visits which is also basically a incarnation of God. When Krishna visits basically when there's too much evil on earth and it needs to be destroyed.
Krishna went to his grave still searching for the truth, my brother.
Okay.
So how can he claim to be God if he went to his grave still searching for the truth?
Krishna keeps on incarnating into different newer forms. They don't basically die off. They keep on incarnating into newer forms. Like for example, if according to the Hindu philosophy, if in modern times, hello?
Yes, my brother, I'm listening.
Oh, sorry.
We can't hear you.
Sorry, I'm just walking around. Like I said, I'm at work.
JM, I can hear him. Can you hear him, JM?
Yes, I said I can hear him, yeah?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, Krishna doesn't really die off. Like I know they don't die off. Like I said, they keep on incarnating into newer forms according to the needs and the time of the people. So, like Ram is really in demand right now, or Ram is the most prominent out of the forms of I think Krishna or Vishnu.
My brother, has anyone seen any of those characters you've named?
Sorry, what was that?
Has anyone seen any of these characters that you've named? Who?
Look, the Hindus claim they have seen it. They've got images and pictures of it, and that's their claim. Like a similar claim, how you would say that Jesus, but obviously Hindus would say we never saw Jesus.
But we don't go by images and pictures, my brother. We have witnesses. Do these people have witnesses?
Yeah. Look, definitely they have like.
We don't go by pictures. We don't go by pictures.
Okay,
And by
they've
stories.
definitely
Yeah, by
built.
stories.
Posting.
They've definitely built. They've definitely built the temple there, and they got some artifacts that they are claimed that are from the time of Ram, or are from Ram directly, and that's what they claim. Basically, I haven't went and tested them out, but yeah, that's their claim. And even with the, let's say, on the Jewish side, we haven't seen Moses as well, but obviously, we still believe in it because it's something that's been said about Moses, even though there's no literal artifact or okay, I won't say artifact. I won't say there's any historical physical evidences of Moses that exists today, but we still do always. Sorry?
Yes, there is, my brother.
Of Moses, what is it?
Because who split the Red Sea in the Bible?
Okay, like I said, you see, even with the Ganesh, they believe that he carried.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
sorry,
hang on, my brother. There's a difference between a story and evidence. You do
Yes.
realize this, don't you?
But I haven't witnessed it, or nobody has witnessed this.
We're not talking about witness, but we're looking at what the story says, who came after them, and then when we go there and then we find chariot wheels, we find fossilized horses, we find weapons
Yeah.
in the
But I haven't
location
seen
where the Bible mentions it. That's evidence. That's evidence.
I
And
agree with
recently
you.
we have found a pillar erected by, I think, either King David or his son Solomon, stating this is where the Red Sea crossing happened.
Okay, so which scholar would you say that actually of the Jewish scholar would you say that or which archaeologist gave these proofs?
My brother, you could just go on YouTube and type Red Sea crossing, evidence of Red Sea crossing. You'll see plenty of videos.
No, I've seen videos of it. I've seen videos of it.
Okay, so you've seen the chariot wheels down the bottom of the Red Sea where corals grown around them now, yes?
And I totally agree with it. I'm not saying that I don't agree with you that they must be as a Muslim, obviously, or even as a Jew or as a Christian. That's the part of the faith. If it's
that's how we now can come to a conclusion that whatever book we're reading, we have to have evidence of claims of stories that have been written in the past, long time ago, and we're finding evidence of it today. And there's only one religion that has all this evidence, from Noah's Ark to Mount Sinai to splitting of the rock where water came out.
On the evidence side, I don't.
Isn't evidence very important?
No. I don't. Let me just explain. I don't take evidence from those people. Let's say if a Muslim is claiming a certain thing, okay, or if a Muslim scholar is claiming a certain thing, I'm not going to take his words only, or him as the evidence, or he's finding. I need to have like a third party, somebody.
No, my friend, evidence is the actual site. Forget about people telling you and who found it. We're not interested in the people who found it. We're not interested in the people telling the story. We're talking about the hard, cold facts.
No, look, I agree with you.
Physical
you could say
sites,
that, but
the artifacts. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, I'm a student of. I'm a chemist, basically. So for me, it doesn't. It matters a lot who's saying what, and what's the evidence that he produces, and what's his motives as well. And according to that, then I'll go with, okay, you know what, what must I, like, for example, I don't know, one of your guests here, GM, he said something about Bukhari. I was listening to something about Bukhari, and I agree with the man, but on certain levels, but I don't agree with him on everything that he says.
Okay, I heard you enough posting, so I want to still remember what's still stuck in my mind.
Yes.
When you first came here, you said you're a practicing Muslim, right?
Yeah, I am. Alhamdulillah.
Perfect. What year your Prophet Muhammad was born?
Sorry?
What year your Prophet Muhammad was born?
Well, according to the Islamic year, which is calculated after Hijrah, it's 590 or 580 something.
Yeah, but I'm talking, okay. Let me make it easy on you. How old are you, brother?
I'm about 20, I'm turning 26.
26. So if you came to my bank, you applied to a job, and I'm the manager, I'm interviewing you, and I said, hello, my brother Posing, what is your date of birth? What you will tell me?
Yeah, I'm saying.
What year?
Obviously, I would know because we calculate much more precisely rather than the past.
Brother, you go to the bank. If I ask you the question, you answer me like this, I will call security, kick you out. If I ask you, what is your date of birth? Yeah, buddy, that's not my choice. Just please, where do you live, brother?
I'm in South Africa.
South Africa. When you go to the bank, apply the job, and ask you what year did you born, you tell them Senate and Hijrah, and I don't know what did you answer, buddy? If you have an interview, what is your date of birth yourself?
Well, my date. Okay, must I tell my date of birth?
My friend.
Okay,
it's a simple question. A simple question. I'm talking to you, thinking you have the knowledge. Don't change my mind.
Okay, he was born in 570.
Because you Googled it, I heard you.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not sure. That's why I said 580.
So if you're not sure,
I don't remember.
If you're not sure, get down, brother. Go play somewhere else, brother. Do not come here, pretend you're scholars. I heard so much yap. I didn't interfere because I allowed my brother talking to you, and you didn't make sense to him either. You're the practicing Muslim. You Googled what year, and I heard you, and you admitted it. You didn't know when your Prophet Muhammad was born. Don't embarrass yourself, buddy. Go study your religion, and when you're ready, I will remember your name. Request again, I will give you another chance. Let's get another. Unbelievable pistol, isn't it? Yap, and nothing makes sense. Who's sleeping? Chris? How can you request and you sleep on a spot, buddy? Okay, I think that's a miracle. My brother in Christ, Chris, you're more important than the Prophet Muhammad. You made the biggest miracle I've ever seen. A request sleep on a spot. Pistol.
Is he
Are you witnessing?
Yeah, is he sleeping, bro?
Yes, I requested and slept. How?
No.
A pistol. I never seen something like this. And the request just came up.
But I don't blame him sleeping because the Hindu, Buddha, Muslim, my goodness, JM.